Nobody tells you this part, that after the butterflies fade, after the late-night texting turns into early morning routines, after the passion gives way to partnership, a healthy relationship might actually start to feel boring. And yet, that might be the strongest sign of real love. If you've ever questioned whether peace means the spark is gone, or wondered why stability doesn't always feel like a movie scene, you're not alone. Today, let's talk honestly about why healthy relationships can feel boring sometimes, and why that might be the best thing that's ever happened to your heart. In a world where love is portrayed as fireworks, grand gestures, and constant chemistry, it's easy to believe that real relationships are supposed to be thrilling 24/7. From movies to social media, we're fed the idea that passion must be dramatic, unpredictable, that if you're not constantly breathless, it must not be real. But that's not love. That's adrenaline. The truth: healthy relationships thrive in safety, not suspense. They grow in routine, not just romance. The absence of drama does not mean the absence of love. It means the presence of trust. And that is a gift. Love isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet. It's in making coffee together, folding laundry, sitting in silence without needing to fill it. But because these moments don't feel exciting, people confuse peace with boredom. And in that confusion, many walk away from something real, looking for a high that doesn't last. Here's what no one says. For some of us, boredom feels threatening, not because the relationship is failing, but because we grew up with chaos. If your past relationships were filled with arguments, hot and cold behavior, or unpredictable affection, then a stable partner might feel unfamiliar. You might mistake their consistency for lack of interest, their emotional maturity for lack of passion, but that's trauma talking. Consistency isn't boring, it's safe. And sometimes, learning to accept peace feels like learning a new language, one where love isn't shouted but shown. Love in its truest form isn't meant to keep your heart racing. It's meant to help your heart rest. Before we go further, I want to ask you something important. Have you ever sabotaged a good thing because it didn't feel intense enough? If your answer is yes, keep watching. Because in the next part of this video, we will explore how you can tell the difference between a relationship that lost its spark and a relationship that's actually healthy, just different from what you're used to. Don't click away. What you are about to hear could save a relationship you did not even know was worth fighting for. You don't scream or break up every week you talk. So how do you know you're not settling? Just growing. Here are signs you read in a healthy relationship that might feel boring, but is actually solid. You may do the same things week to week, but there's comfort in that rhythm. There's no anxiety about whether they'll call, text, or show up. You feel calm around them. You don't have to guess if they mean it. They follow through. Conflict is managed with maturity. They do what they say. Routine is present. You're not constantly on edge. And that lack of edge is what love should actually feel like. If that sounds like your relationship, don't mistake it for dullness. It's security. Now let's be honest. Even healthy relationships need intentional joy. There's nothing wrong with wanting more play, more connection, more surprises, but you don't have to chase chaos to find that. You can revive intimacy and fun in a grounded, loving way. Plan small surprises, a note, a favorite meal, a walk at sunset. Ask new questions. Explore each other's dreams and stories. Try something out of the norm together. A hobby, a new restaurant, a weekend trip. Prioritize date nights, even if they're at home. Love doesn't die in stillness. It dies in neglect. So instead of giving up because things feel too normal, lean in. Add intention. Choose your partner again. On purpose. The longer you're together, the more your love changes form. Even a little boring. It may not always feel like the first kiss. It may not always look like the highlight reel you see on Instagram, but that doesn't mean it's broken. It means you've grown. You've stepped into a deeper kind of intimacy. One that is not based on the thrill of the unknown, but on the gift of being known. So if your relationship feels calm, peaceful, steady, maybe you're doing something right. Maybe, for the first time, you're actually safe. If this spoke to you, leave a comment below with one thing you've learned or a moment in your relationship that felt boring but turned out to be beautiful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more honest, emotional relationship wisdom. Because sometimes, love is quiet. And in that quiet, there's something sacred.